Have you ever wondered why society encourages discussions about exercise, nutrition, and mental well-being as we age, but remains silent when it comes to intimacy and self-pleasure? Why is it that conversations about sexuality seem to have an invisible expiration date, as if desire simply fades into nothingness after a certain age? If you've ever felt isolated, confused, or even ashamed about your natural desires as you grow older, you are not alone. The truth is, sexuality doesn't disappear with age, it transforms. Yet, for millions of older adults, acknowledging this reality often comes with feelings of guilt, societal judgment, and even self-doubt. The silence surrounding intimacy in later life isn't just frustrating, it's harmful. And that's why this video is so important. Today, we're breaking the silence. We're uncovering the truth about masturbation and intimacy in old age, why it's not just normal, but essential for physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. By the end of this video, you'll understand. White heavy checkmark the scientific benefits of self-intimacy, from reducing stress to improving circulation and even preventing certain health issues. White heavy checkmark the emotional impact of self-pleasure, how it helps rebuild confidence, ease loneliness, and reinforce self-worth. White heavy checkmark the harmful myths and stigmas that need to be challenged, so that older adults can reclaim their right to pleasure without shame or embarrassment. White heavy checkmark the potential risks of overindulgence, and how to maintain a balanced and fulfilling relationship with your own body. This is a conversation that has been avoided for too long. But today, we're bringing it into the light, with honesty, respect, and the recognition that every person, at every age, deserves to feel connected, fulfilled, and empowered in their own skin. Stay with us until the end, because this might just change the way you see aging, intimacy, and yourself. Let's begin. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Breaking the silence. The truth about masturbation and intimacy in old age. In our society, the subject of sexuality in old age remains wrapped in layers of stigma, discomfort, and deeply ingrained taboos. Conversations about aging are often dominated by discussions of declining physical health, mobility challenges, or the importance of maintaining emotional well-being. And yet, an equally significant, deeply personal, and often ignored aspect of aging, intimacy, sensuality, and sexual desire, is left unspoken, as if it were an embarrassing relic of the past. This silence is not just unfortunate, it is harmful. It isolates older adults, making them feel as though their natural desires and needs are somehow inappropriate, shameful, or even non-existent. It fosters guilt and self-doubt, leading many to suppress an essential part of their humanity. The unspoken message is clear. Beyond a certain age, society expects individuals to abandon passion, pleasure, and self-exploration, as if these were privileges only afforded to youth. But here is a reality that few dare to discuss. Sexual desire does not disappear with age. It does not fade into oblivion simply because hair turns gray or wrinkles appear. Instead, it evolves. It transforms into something more nuanced, deeply personal, and often even more meaningful than it was in earlier years. It is not a remnant of youth, but rather a thread that weaves through every stage of life, shifting in shape but never losing its power. Among the many expressions of intimacy and self-care, masturbation remains a natural, instinctive act that serves as a bridge between the physical and emotional self. While openly acknowledged and even encouraged in youth as a means of self-exploration, it is curiously dismissed in later life, spoken about in hushed tones, if at all. Yet, for millions of older adults, masturbation is not just an act of release. It is a deeply personal ritual of self-acceptance, a way to maintain a connection with one's body, and a source of relief from stress, loneliness, and even chronic pain. And yet, despite its clear benefits, the discussion around sexuality in old age is often riddled with myths, misconceptions, and societal judgments. Too often, older adults who openly acknowledge their continued sexual desires are met with ridicule or disbelief. They are told, explicitly or implicitly, that sexuality has an expiration date, that pleasure is a thing of the past, and that their needs should be replaced by a quiet acceptance of a passionless existence. But nothing could be further from the truth. The reality of sexuality in later life. As we age, our bodies undergo profound changes. Hormonal shifts, particularly the decline in testosterone in men and estrogen in women, can alter how sexual desire manifests. These changes may mean that arousal takes longer, that touch feels different, or that the drive for intimacy expresses itself in new and unexpected ways. But none of this means that desire ceases to exist. Rather, it takes on a different rhythm, one that is often more deliberate, more intimate, and sometimes even more fulfilling than in youth. For many older adults, masturbation becomes an essential means of self-care. It offers an opportunity for self-exploration, helping individuals to maintain a sense of bodily autonomy and satisfaction without the expectations, pressures, or potential complications that may come with partnered intimacy. Whether one is single, widowed, divorced, or in a relationship where physical intimacy is no longer possible, masturbation provides a private and deeply personal way to nurture sensuality and well-being. Beyond pleasure, there are tangible health benefits associated with regular sexual activity, including masturbation. Studies have shown that self-stimulation can improve circulation. Stimulating blood flow to the genitals helps maintain healthy tissue and function. Relieve stress and anxiety. The release of endorphins and oxytocin during orgasm promotes relaxation and emotional balance. Support heart health. Sexual activity has been linked to lower blood pressure and improved cardiovascular function. Promote better sleep. The release of tension and relaxation following orgasm can help improve sleep quality. Ease pain and discomfort. Natural endorphins can act as pain relievers, which is especially beneficial for those with arthritis or other chronic conditions. Boost self-esteem and confidence. Staying connected to one's body and pleasure can enhance emotional well-being and self-perception. Despite these benefits, many older adults struggle with internalized shame and societal judgment. Cultural and religious beliefs, generational attitudes, and a lifetime of messaging that equates aging with desexualization make it difficult for many to embrace this natural part of life. It is no wonder that so many suffer in silence, feeling as though their desires are something to be hidden rather than celebrated. The importance of open conversations. It is time to challenge these outdated notions and reclaim the conversation around sexuality in later life. We must break free from the restrictive narratives that insist aging should be synonymous with repression and denial. Instead, we should embrace a more holistic, honest, and compassionate perspective, one that acknowledges and affirms that pleasure, connection, and self-exploration belong to every stage of life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. This video seeks to do just that. It is not about shock value or controversy. It is about truth. It is about acknowledging what so many experience but are afraid to discuss. It is about providing a space where older adults can feel seen, heard, and validated without shame or judgment. We will explore what science has to say about masturbation in later life, uncovering both its benefits and potential risks. While masturbation can be an incredible tool for self-care, relaxation, and emotional balance, like anything in life, moderation is key. In some cases, compulsive behavior can interfere with daily life, masking deeper emotional struggles such as loneliness, anxiety, or unresolved trauma. Understanding the balance between healthy self-care and potential overindulgence is crucial in ensuring overall well-being. If you are over 50, or if you are simply seeking to expand your understanding of the changing nature of intimacy, this video is for you. Together, we will strip away the layers of stigma, confront outdated myths, and open the door to a more inclusive, respectful, and honest conversation about sexuality in later life. Embracing sensuality without shame. Aging should never mean the loss of sensuality. It should never require sacrificing joy, connection, or self-discovery. Instead, it can be a time of profound awakening, where pleasure is approached with a newfound sense of confidence, curiosity, and self-acceptance. By embracing open, honest discussions about self-intimacy, we send a powerful message that desire, joy, and fulfillment do not belong solely to youth. They are woven into the very fabric of human existence, extending through every decade, every phase, and every transformation of life. So let's talk. Let's listen. Let's reclaim the right to pleasure, the right to self-exploration, and the right to live fully, without apology, without shame, and without hesitation. Because intimacy, desire, and self-love are not privileges of the young. They are gifts that belong to all of us, at every age, in every form. Reclaiming pleasure, the truth about self-intimacy and aging. As we move through the different stages of life, our bodies, minds, and emotions undergo profound transformations. While society tends to focus on how aging affects physical health, mobility, or cognitive function, one fundamental aspect of human existence is often left in the shadows: sexuality. From the moment we enter adulthood, we are conditioned to associate sensuality, passion, and desire with youth. We see images of vibrant, young couples embracing romance, but as the years pass, these representations of intimacy fade, leaving older adults to wonder, do I still have the right to experience pleasure? Is it normal to desire intimacy at my age? Am I the only one who still feels this way? The answer is simple. Pleasure is a lifelong right, and intimacy belongs to every stage of life. The desire for touch, connection, and emotional fulfillment does not suddenly vanish after a certain age. It simply evolves. And yet, many older adults struggle with internalized shame, societal stigma, and cultural norms that suggest they should quietly suppress their natural desires. Masturbation, in particular, remains one of the most misunderstood and unspoken aspects of aging. While openly discussed in the context of youth and sexual exploration, it is often dismissed, or worse, judged, when it comes to older individuals. But the truth is that self-intimacy provides more than just fleeting moments of pleasure. It is a form of self-care, self-expression, and emotional nourishment. It is a way to maintain a deep, meaningful connection with oneself, embrace evolving desires, and reclaim a sense of joy and bodily autonomy. In this discussion, we will break down the barriers of stigma, address the physical and emotional benefits of masturbation in later life, and explore how embracing pleasure can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling existence. The changing nature of pleasure, a journey of self-acceptance. For many people, youth is a time of sexual discovery, filled with curiosity, exploration, and a growing understanding of one's body. In younger years, masturbation is often linked to an awakening of sensuality, the exploration of desire, and an eagerness to understand physical pleasure. But as we grow older, our relationship with sexuality shifts. It is no longer solely about the rush of arousal or the excitement of discovery. Instead, for many older adults, masturbation takes on a deeper significance. It becomes a means of self-acceptance, emotional healing, and personal well-being. Aging brings inevitable changes. Hormonal fluctuations alter the intensity of desire, physical responses may take longer, and the way we experience pleasure becomes more nuanced. But this does not mean that desire disappears. It simply finds new forms of expression. For individuals who have lost a spouse or partner, or for those who may no longer engage in traditional sexual relationships due to health conditions, self-intimacy offers a way to stay connected to one's body without the complications or expectations that sometimes accompany partnered intimacy. It becomes a personal, empowering practice that fosters self-love, acceptance, and the continued celebration of one's sensuality. The physical benefits of masturbation in later life. Beyond its role in self-acceptance and emotional fulfillment, masturbation offers significant physical health benefits, many of which are crucial for maintaining overall well-being in later years. 1. Improves circulation and prevents genital atrophy. One of the most overlooked effects of aging is reduced blood flow to the sexual organs. As we get older, Poor circulation can lead to decreased sensitivity, reduced lubrication, and even tissue atrophy in both men and women. Masturbation helps maintain blood circulation in the genitals, ensuring that these tissues remain healthy, sensitive, and responsive. For women, this means preserving vaginal elasticity and lubrication, reducing the likelihood of discomfort or pain. For men, regular stimulation can help prevent erectile dysfunction and promote healthy prostate function. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. 2. Supports pelvic floor strength and muscle health. The pelvic floor muscles play a vital role in bladder control, bowel function, and sexual health. Over time, these muscles naturally weaken, leading to issues such as incontinence and decreased sexual responsiveness. Regular sexual activity, including masturbation, provides gentle exercise for the pelvic muscles, helping to maintain their tone and functionality. This can improve bladder control, enhance sexual response, and contribute to overall physical well-being. 3. Alleviates chronic pain and aches. For many older adults, chronic pain conditions such as arthritis, fibromyalgia, and joint pain are daily struggles. However, masturbation triggers the release of endorphins, natural painkillers that promote relaxation and reduce discomfort. Additionally, the release of oxytocin, a hormone associated with bonding and stress relief, can reduce inflammation and improve overall physical comfort, making self-intimacy a natural, holistic method for managing chronic pain. The psychological and emotional benefits of masturbation. While the physical benefits of self-intimacy are significant, the emotional and psychological effects are just as profound. 1. A natural stress reliever and mood booster. Aging often comes with increased stress, anxiety, and even depression, particularly for those dealing with health issues, loneliness, or major life changes such as retirement or the loss of a loved one. Masturbation stimulates the release of dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, creating feelings of happiness, relaxation, and contentment. The simple act of self-pleasure can help reduce anxiety, lower stress levels, and improve overall mental well-being. 2. Improve sleep quality. Insomnia is a common issue among older adults, often caused by hormonal imbalances, anxiety, or chronic pain. Masturbation acts as a natural sleep aid by reducing stress hormones, promoting relaxation, and triggering sleep-inducing endorphins. This makes self-intimacy a valuable tool for achieving deeper, more restful sleep, without the need for medications or artificial sleep aids. 3. Reclaims self-worth and body confidence. Society tends to marginalize older adults in conversations about beauty, desirability, and sensuality. Many individuals struggle with feelings of invisibility, self-doubt, or diminished confidence as they age. However, masturbation provides a deeply personal way to reconnect with one's body, embrace pleasure without shame, and celebrate one's own sensuality. It is a reminder that desire does not fade with time, it simply transforms. Breaking the stigma. It's time for open conversations. Despite its many benefits, masturbation in later life remains a topic burdened by stigma and silence. The lack of open discussion leads to shame, misunderstanding, and unnecessary self-denial. But why should older adults feel guilty about a natural, healthy practice that enhances their well-being? We must challenge outdated cultural beliefs that suggest pleasure belongs only to youth. It is time to normalize self-intimacy as an essential part of self-care, just as we do with exercise, nutrition, and emotional wellness. By opening up these conversations, we give people permission to embrace their evolving desires, to let go of shame, and to reclaim the joy of self-discovery at any age. Final thoughts. Embracing pleasure without shame. Aging should not mean the loss of sensuality or the abandonment of pleasure. It should not require the suppression of natural desires. Instead, it should be a time of rediscovery, of deepening self-awareness, of honoring one's body, and of embracing intimacy in all its forms. Masturbation is not just a physical act, it is a profound expression of self-love, acceptance, and emotional well-being. And every person, regardless of age, deserves to experience joy, connection, and fulfillment. Because pleasure is not a thing of the past, it is a lifelong right. It belongs to you, in every season of life. Embracing pleasure, emotional well-being, and balance in later life. As we age, we encounter profound changes, some physical, some emotional, and others deeply tied to our sense of identity and self-worth. One of the greatest challenges in later life is navigating the emotional landscape of loneliness, grief, and shifting personal connections. The loss of a spouse, the departure of children from the home, decreased mobility, or the gradual reduction of social interactions can leave many older adults feeling isolated, longing for comfort, or searching for new ways to maintain a sense of connection to themselves and the world around them. In such moments, self-intimacy, specifically masturbation, can serve as a powerful tool not only for physical satisfaction but also for emotional resilience. While often overlooked or dismissed, self-pleasure plays a profound role in mental health, self-confidence, and personal fulfillment, reinforcing the idea that sensuality and self-love should be lifelong experiences, not privileges limited to youth. The emotional and psychological benefits of self-intimacy in later life. 1. A natural remedy for stress, anxiety, and depression. Aging brings with it a unique set of emotional challenges. For some, it is the difficulty of adjusting to a quieter, slower life. For others, it is the weight of grief, losing a lifelong partner, outliving close friends, or feeling disconnected from the fast-paced world. In these moments, the need for self-care and emotional relief becomes more essential than ever. Masturbation serves as a natural, built-in remedy for anxiety, depression, and stress. The release of endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin, the brain's feel-good chemicals, helps to elevate mood, create a sense of relaxation, and provide comfort in times of emotional distress. This process is similar to the effects of exercise, meditation, or deep breathing, allowing older adults to experience a sense of peace and grounding within themselves. 2. Rebuilding self-esteem and positive body image. One of the greatest struggles of aging is the gradual change in body image and self-perception. Wrinkles, sagging skin, slower movements, and other signs of aging can leave individuals feeling disconnected from the person they once were. Society, with its unrealistic portrayals of youth and beauty, often exacerbates these insecurities, leading many to doubt their own sensuality or question their worth as a sexual being. Masturbation can serve as a powerful act of self-reclamation. It allows older adults to reconnect with their bodies in a deeply personal and affirming way. Instead of focusing on what has changed, self-pleasure provides an opportunity to celebrate what remains, the ability to feel, to experience, to indulge in the richness of one's own body without shame or hesitation. By engaging in self-intimacy, older individuals can maintain a strong sense of personal autonomy and confidence, reinforcing that their sexuality is still valid, meaningful, and deserving of acknowledgement. This in turn enhances overall well-being, making it easier to accept aging with grace, self-compassion, and a renewed appreciation for one's body. 3. Enhancing autonomy and emotional independence. One of the greatest fears many people face in older age is the loss of control over their health, their mobility, their relationships, and even their own emotions. As life circumstances change, individuals may feel powerless over their bodies and their future, struggling to maintain a sense of independence. Masturbation, though often viewed only as a physical act, is also an exercise in personal agency. It allows older adults to make choices about their pleasure, to dictate their own needs, and to engage in self-care on their own terms. This restores a sense of control, reminding individuals that they are still capable of creating their own moments of happiness, fulfillment, and satisfaction, without waiting for external validation. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Understanding the risks of excessive masturbation. While masturbation offers a multitude of benefits, as with any pleasurable activity, it is important to maintain balance. When taken to extremes, self-stimulation can begin to affect both physical and emotional well-being, leading to certain risks that should not be overlooked. 1. Hypersensitivity and loss of sensation. One of the primary physical risks of excessive masturbation is hypersensitivity or decreased sensitivity in the genitals. The nerve endings in these areas, when overstimulated, can become less responsive over time, leading to difficulty in experiencing pleasure through normal stimulation. While this condition is not permanent, it can create frustration and dissatisfaction, forcing individuals to seek more intense stimulation just to achieve the same level of pleasure. If not moderated, this cycle can result in diminished pleasure and an overall decrease in sexual well-being. 2. Emotional and psychological dependency. For some older adults, masturbation can become a form of emotional escape, a coping mechanism for loneliness, grief, or anxiety. When self-intimacy shifts from a source of empowerment to a crutch for avoiding emotional pain, it can contribute to increased isolation and withdrawal from meaningful social interactions. Instead of seeking companionship, emotional connection, or fulfilling social engagements, individuals may find themselves relying solely on masturbation as their primary means of comfort. This can lead to a cycle of emotional disconnection, making it harder to seek out and maintain fulfilling relationships. It is important to recognize when self-intimacy becomes less about pleasure and more about avoidance. While masturbation is a healthy outlet, it should not replace the need for human interaction, companionship, or emotional support. 3. Impact on interpersonal relationships. For those who are in relationships, excessive masturbation can sometimes create emotional and physical distance between partners. If self-stimulation becomes a substitute for shared intimacy, it may lead to feelings of neglect, insecurity, or rejection in one's partner. In long-term relationships, sexual intimacy is about more than just physical pleasure. It is also about emotional bonding, trust, and connection. When masturbation is prioritized at the expense of partnered intimacy, it can create unintended barriers between couples, leading to frustration, misunderstandings, and emotional detachment. This is why balance is key. Rather than viewing masturbation as a replacement for partnered intimacy, couples can embrace it as a complementary practice that enhances overall sexual well-being. Open communication, mutual understanding, and a shared approach to intimacy help ensure that self-pleasure does not become a source of division, but rather a healthy addition to one's sexual life. Finding a balanced approach, the key to healthy sexual well-being. Masturbation in later life, like any aspect of self-care, is most beneficial when practiced in moderation and with self-awareness. Recognizing the difference between healthy pleasure and compulsive behavior is crucial in ensuring that self-intimacy remains a source of fulfillment rather than frustration. Medical studies have shown that masturbation is not harmful when done in moderation. In fact, many experts encourage self-stimulation as a means of maintaining good sexual health, promoting circulation, preventing tissue atrophy, and supporting emotional resilience. The key to a balanced approach is self-reflection. Is masturbation enhancing my life, or is it interfering with my relationships and emotional well-being? Am I engaging in self-intimacy out of genuine desire, or am I using it as an escape from deeper emotional struggles? Do I feel in control of my habits, or does my need for stimulation feel compulsive? By addressing these questions with honesty and self-compassion, individuals can maintain a healthy and fulfilling relationship with their sexuality, one that embraces pleasure, self-discovery, and emotional well-being in a way that enriches life rather than complicates it. Final thoughts. Celebrating sensuality without shame. Aging should not mean the loss of sensuality or the denial of pleasure. It should not require suppressing natural desires. Instead, it should be a time of self-discovery, self-care, and continued appreciation for one's body and mind. Masturbation is more than just a physical act. It is an expression of self-love, an affirmation of one's worth, and a reminder that pleasure is a right, not a privilege. At every age, in every stage of life, pleasure is meant to be embraced, not hidden away. So, after everything we've discussed today, what have you learned? Has this conversation challenged any old beliefs, or helped you see intimacy and self-pleasure in a new light? More importantly, what is one thing you will take from this discussion and apply in your own life? Whether it's embracing self-care without guilt, breaking free from outdated stigmas, or simply allowing yourself to feel connected to your body in a new way, we'd love to hear from you. Backhand index pointing right, comment below and share one key takeaway from this video. What resonated with you the most? At the end of the day, sexuality, intimacy, and self-pleasure are not just for the young. They are lifelong aspects of health, happiness, and self-expression. The more we talk about it, the more we normalize it, and the more we empower ourselves and others to embrace every stage of life fully. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your engagement helps us continue bringing meaningful and insightful content to you. Thank you for watching, and remember, pleasure, self-care, and confidence are ageless. See you in the next video. Movie camera speech balloon sparkling heart.